Hey, everybody, welcome to the Jim Master Show. We are here sitting in the host chair. I've waited all these hours. I've waited since yesterday for you. Where have you been? Actually, it is about 24 hours since we did our last show. And we do these shows daily, which is amazing considering we're approaching something like 900 episodes, just about 7 days a week in just 2.5 years. 900 episodes. That is phenomenal. That's a lot of levity. Hello to the JMS Levity family. You're new and you're watching for the first time. You're saying, what the heck is this guy talking about? The Levity family. It sounds like a 70s disco group, doesn't it? The Levity family. Actually, that wouldn't have been bad for a disco group. The Levity family from the 1970s, little disco beat. No, they're the Jim Master Show Levity family, or the Levity Squad, as they call themselves. They are our faithful viewers who watch from around the world. Some of them are very vocal and they're commenting in our JMS Levity chat room right now. If you'd like to do that, you can by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Do that right now. Doesn't cost anything. Hit the red subscribe button. Click the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our incredible episodes. Incredible, I say, because they're extensive, they're epic, they're fun. And we have entertainment and poignant moments and so much we throw at you as we come at you live, which is cool. And we're interactive as well. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'd like to be in the JMS Levity chat room, chat amongst other viewers who are watching right now from around the world live, you can do that when you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And it doesn't cost anything to do that. There's a lot of comments already built up there, which is really, really cool. And we are here in the New York area. That's where this show is originating from. And it has since day one along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston. And we've got a viewership that reaches all across the United States and Canada, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, New Zealand. And we welcome you morning, noon, and night, whatever time of day it is that you're watching the Jim Master Show live, Entertainment Lifestyle Variety Talk Show series. Incredibly busy day today for me. Again, multiple radio shows I had to host earlier. We're booking arrangements for a trip that's happening in January, a television shoot where they're sending me out. Now, this is the professional hat, the day work, the bill paying jobs, television and radio, sending me to back out to California in early January. And that's going to be really nice. Going to be in San Francisco and Sacramento and Napa Wine Valley on television, multi-day television projects, which is cool. And we just got back from California, you guys know, and also Nevada and Texas and Fort Lauderdale, Florida on shoots. And it's been really, really busy. So, yeah, and we're heading into New York City tomorrow, or actually into Manhattan itself. We are here in the New York area, but we're heading into Manhattan tomorrow for a lot of fun and frolic. Yes. And then a lot of stuff over the weekend. I want to let you know that just a special announcement for those that are watching live. Richie Petrie is coming to the show on Sunday. This show here, the Jim Master Show Live. Who is Richie Petrie? Remember the Dick Van Dyke Show with Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore? He was Richie, their son. Yes, Larry Matthews, the actor, here on the Jim Master Show exclusively this Sunday evening with some other special guests joining him as well. Just had to get that out there because I know it's really exciting. So, yeah, and a lot of amazing guests we have coming up. Just incredible coming in. We have a wait list, actually. We have a standby wait list of guests that want to pop on. And one of the hardest things is just trying to, keep everything all smooth with dates and booking, because we're hearing from the world, which is really so humbling, and I can't believe it. And it's such a beautiful thing. It's gone past anything I could have dreamed when we started this 2.5 years ago, that there's actually a wait list of people that want to come on from Hollywood and Broadway, TV, music, film, stage, food, sports, comedy, inspiration, all these different areas. Celebrity friends, people I've worked with on television and radio. It's just amazing. I really think it's so cool. And the juggle is juggling this massive series with my day work in television and radio, because that is so that's like here. And this started out like this, the Jim Master Show. And now it's like getting kind of like here in terms of the involvement and the time and attention it takes to create it, do it, host it, produce it. promote it, all the rest of the stuff that we do, but it's fun. And somebody that knows, the business of the industry, knows how crazy it can be, is my very special guest who's joining us. She's a Chicago girl, but she's in the warmth of Los Angeles right now. Though I was just talking to some friends in the LA area, and they said it's a little bit of a cold spell. I interviewed somebody in my professional work on radio, and she was in Santa Monica yesterday, and she said, Jim, it's a little nippy here. And I said, well, what's the temperature there in California or where you are in Santa Monica? She goes, it's 50. I said, 50? Not bad. We're about 42 right now here on the East Coast, or at least in the Northeast, which actually isn't bad either. We're doing okay. We had a beautiful fall that just went on with warmth. I mean, for those who are in our viewing area who know what I'm talking about, viewing area as far as where we originate the show, Northeast US, the fall was extraordinary, still is, with the foliage and the warmth, high temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s, all the way up until about a week ago. So, yeah, a little nippy, but that's where she is. She's in LA, and we're so excited to have her here. Erica Hubbard is in the house. Yeah, you know her from a lot of incredible shows. She's joining us here exclusively for some Lovity. She's all excited. I told her all about what Lovity is about here on the Jim Masters Show live series, and she's all about it. She absolutely loves it, and we're already calling her a Jim Masters Show Lovity, and I know you guys will as well. Starring in My Perfect Wedding. Yeah, we promoted that in all of our promotions on Jim Masters TV on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and our YouTube channel as well. This channel you're watching right now. But she's also, of course, you may remember her from Lincoln Heights. Yeah, these are incredible shows and series. Let's Stay Together. Yep. Fall Girls. These are just some. She's been in a lot of shows. Yeah, and a lot of productions. And we just picked a few. I mean, there are many, 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 many more. A ton of them. Perfectly Single. And these are, again, she's busy. Black Coffee. And, of course, Disney's The Replacements. Yes, is this bringing back memories for you guys? Some of these. Love Letter. She's been in all of these and more, but of course, recently, My Perfect Wedding. We're talking about our very special guest, Erica Hubbard. Now everybody's like, oh, yeah, Erica, that's right. I know who that's right. Yeah, see, that's why we show some of that, because it sort of sparks your memory. She's an award-winning actress, and she's a model. She's a writer. She's a humanitarian, and I'll tell you why she is, as well as a producer of several projects that have aired on Netflix, BET, and Stars. Her major producing credits include Black Coffee, Professor Mac, Perfectly Single, American Black Film Festival, and The Last Fall. Her films have also reached a global audience, airing on Netflix, South Africa, and many other territories. Erica Hubbard has starred in countless films, to name a few. Cinderella Story, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, Fall Girls, Save the Last Dance, My Favorite Five, and more. Erica has also graced the television screen, as I mentioned, on many, many shows, like you saw, including, which we didn't show, Everybody Hates Chris, Judging Amy, Cold Case, Early Edition. She's been on ER. She's been on CSI Miami, NBC's Chicago Med, and more. Got a bachelor's degree from Columbia College, member of SAG-AFTRA, which is the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. I certainly know what that's about. And the TV Academy, as well as Central Illinois Film Commission, Producers Guild of America. In her spare time, she loves to travel and oversee her, now this is the humanitarian part of talking about, her 501c3 nonprofit, the Erica Hubbard Foundation, which mentors at-risk youth and gives scholarships. Isn't that cool? That's what she does on the side from everything else that she does. And being somebody who loves charity work and who has been a master of ceremony and all these kinds of things for everything from the Jerry Lewis telethon to the arthritis telethon to so many cool things that I've had an opportunity to work on. It's so great to commiserate, communicate, and conversate on our show with somebody who looks at life the same way, who likes to give back. And that's what Erica does. So while she's busy, she's giving back. And lots of comments in the JMS Lovity room. So cool to see that. We'll check some of those as well. And we appreciate all that enthusiasm. Subscribe if you want to be a part of the lovely chat room. It's so cool to have you guys chatting away as we get ready to welcome Erica Hubbard in the house, coming to us from Los Angeles, California. There she is. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me on the Jim Masters show. And thank you, lovely family. And I'm excited to be here.
Oh, we're excited to have you here as well. So, how is the weather there in LA right now? Is it like nippy? Is it 50 degrees? Which, for some places they wouldn't say, like Chicago wouldn't say 50 is nippy. It would be almost a heat wave in the summer.
Right.
I mean, the winter.
Right. Well, yeah. So what's nippy to Californians is not nippy to me being from Chicago. I'm used to blizzard weather. Weather we're like, oh, I look out in my backyard, I can ski today, or I can go sledding. Let's go tobogganing. I can do that type of stuff. So LA weather is always beautiful to me. It's always beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. When did you move out there? When did the courier call you out to Tinseltown?
So I'm thankful I got into the business early. That's what I am going to say. I'm so thankful because now a lot of things have changed, and people are like, it's so hard. It's so hard. But I got into it when it was kind of easier. You know what I mean? I lucked up. I lucked up because it was easier, because you could go into the room, you can talk to people, you can shake their hands, you can hug them, you could get to know about them, and they can ask you questions like, what's your favorite food? So I got into the business in early 2000s. I come from Chicago. And so when I graduated from Columbia College, where I minored in theater and I majored in journalism, I moved out to California. I did have some work credits under my belt, which helped me. I had Save the Last Dance. So when I got to LA, everybody was like, Save the Last Dance, because it was just in the box office. And it was like, woo, it was like making maybe 100 mil at that time. And it kept going and going and going and going. So the doors were open. So I was lucky. I was lucky.
Did you say it was making 100 mil?
The first weekend.
Wow.
The very first. Now it's probably.
Did I mention in the introduction that I'm your long lost cousin?
Hey.
You can see the resemblance in the eyes.
Yes. And you have my favorite color on, red.
Thank you. So that's cool. So let's go back to Chicago, that great city, the Windy City. Growing up in Chicago, were you starting in school plays? I mean, what got you going in Chicago? This fervor and enthusiasm for the arts and getting out there and doing what you do so well.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I love what I do. I love the arts. I love being around creatives. And so what got me going was my dad had a friend that handled clothes that went to the models back at Sears. And so I started off modeling. So I was like this 8 or 9 year old, and they're like, pose here, do this, smile. Yeah. And he's like, okay, you got a lot of personality. What are you going to do with it? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm doing it. I'm
doing it. I'm working it.
They're like, we need you to do some television and some film and commercials and, all this stuff, voiceovers. And so I was like, oh, I'll try it. And so one of my very first auditions was actually stage. And I was nervous. I didn't know if I wanted to do this. And I was just like, oh my gosh. But once I got on the stage and I said that line and the crowd went crazy, I was like, I like this. And so I just kept continuing doing stage, television.
You remember what that first production was? Where you were nervous? You remember what the first show was?
Yes, I do. It was for a stage play for Luster's hair care product. And it was an original play. And I had one line. Thank goodness I had one line because I was so nervous at 8 years old. And when they pushed me out,
8 years old? Wow.
I was young. And I looked at everybody and I said the line and the crowd was like, ah! So I was like, okay, this is good. This works for me. I like it. Instant gratification.
I kind of like this response. Yeah.
You're right. Right.
Wow. So the bug bit you early. You're like, this is cool. And people around you, the decision makers, including, the family too, saw something happening and they probably said, okay, this is good. This is good. Let's put her out there more and see what happens. And that's what happened, right? The industry started noticing you.
I made a lot of friends, directors, producers, writers, that I still do now, because I just like what I do. And I think when people like what they do, it's fun.
Yeah.
So it worked. Word traveled around and the phone was ringing. I did a McDonald's commercial, Chick-fil-A commercial, T-Mobile commercial. Then I ended up starting to do working on ER, early edition. So it worked. I lighted up the TV film. So all this stuff was early on in my career. So right when I moved to LA, I found myself working next to Hilary Duff. And that was like another big break, working on a Cinderella Story. So that kind of took off.
What was that like? I mean, here you are, you're on a Cinderella Story. That had to be pinch me now.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Like the whole Duff family was just beautiful, just to be there with them, and it was just a dream come true, you know. And even working with just everybody on that production, we had fun. It was just like a big old party.
So here you are in a Cinderella
Yeah,
Story,
yeah,
among all these other things, like you say, McDonald's commercials,
yeah.
Chick-fil-A, all these other things. Um, the boy ER, I mean, do you remember ER? Did you have to
Oh,
remember any medical terminology? I know a lot of people that are in ER and some of these other medical shows, they're like one of the toughest things is memorizing the medical terminology.
well, I didn't have to memorize any medical terminology. I just had to be believable working next to Anthony Edwards. I still can't believe it. And I got to cross paths with him. But I can't believe a lot of people who I cross paths with, you know, like Tyne Daly from Judge and Amy, or even on Akeelah and the Bee with Lawrence Fishburne and Angela
Mm.
Bassett, or Chadwick, when I did Lincoln Heights. So I've been fortunate enough to work with some greats and to learn from them. So I just want to keep the ball rolling, you know, and continue to work with greats.
You really, absolutely. Have they asked you to sing along the way too?
Yes. I
Yeah.
had to sing in Akeelah and the Bee in a car scene. We had to learn our song, and it was nice. It was nice. At first I was like, what is going on? Because I really didn't get hired for this. But then
For
when I saw
singing.
the
Yeah.
outcome, I was like, yeah, this is
It
good.
worked, huh?
It
Yeah.
worked. It was good.
Do you see yourself doing more of it?
Yeah, I really do. I just wrote a holiday film that's
You
getting
did.
ready to, yeah, Holiday Mistletoe, and so it's getting ready to. We're getting ready to start production, and we got some little humming and singing going on in there too that we're going to try to
Nice.
incorporate in the film.
Where do you see it airing, or is that too early? You don't know yet where it's going to air. Do you have a place?
We do have a home, but I don't want to say just yet until it comes out, and it comes out. We filmed 2023, and it comes out 2024.
Great. That's fantastic. Did you have any work slow down or stop during the
Um,
craziness of the last couple of years when studios were closed and people were home with the whole, the pandemic situation?
uh, well, not really, because they had strict protocols with the swabs. You had to get
Mm.
swabbed like three or
Yeah.
four or five times, you know,
Right.
and look down your
It's like,
throat and go to the doctor and everything before you get to set. So I found myself doing that a lot.
yeah,
So
right,
we worked through the pandemic, but we got tested like daily, you know, and
yeah,
things.
right,
So
right.
just,
Instead of swabbing the deck, it's swabbing the actors, actresses, and crew. I know.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
but
Come here. Yeah,
come
stick this up
here.
your nose.
Exactly, right, exactly. We want to go back in time a little bit here. Disney's The Replacements. Tell us about
Yay.
this. How
Disney
did
The
this happen?
Replacements. Oh my gosh. I still can't believe that happened. And it's happening because it's still airing on Disney Plus.
Yes, it is.
Nancy Cartwright. Woo! Another great. Just to be in the room with her and to see all her do all those different voices. Well, here I go doing voices, but I learned
Yeah.
a lot from her
Hey, if you
doing
decide to
different
do one,
voices.
go ahead. If you slide into a character, you're home with the Lovity
I
Squad.
know. You almost caught me there. They almost caught me,
See?
but but yeah. So I learned a lot working with Nancy Cartwright, and
See? You saw the logo and graphic. You said, "Oh, that's work. I got to become character."
right,
See?
right.
That's a
I was like, wait
professional,
a
right?
minute.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Do I have to do something here?
Right. I was getting ready, but I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I was fortunate.
If you put any
enough to-
mascara on, it's going to be off by the time the show's done.
I was getting ready to go into a lot of different voices there.
Did
So,
you have a
yeah,
favorite one?
Okay, so this. Okay, yeah. All right, here we go. You got me here. Okay, so yeah, I practice animal sounds. So I do. So like, you know, how a bird would talk. Oh yeah, you know. I know I played a character on there.
No, how would he talk?
I do. So I just, you know, stuff like that at home I do, you know, at home. So I'm prepared. You know, because sometimes you got to be a cricket and you got to go into a cricket sound.
You got to make that.
You know, you got to do that or
That high
you know,
pitch.
so I do that. So.
Is that incredible? Yeah. Hey, that's versatility. You know, that shows the versatility in the career. Here's another one. Love Letter. Tell us about that one.
Oh, I was so fortunate to work on that one.
You notice there's a theme here. You're saying that with everything. You're very
you know what?
gratitude. Yeah.
No, I'm so grateful. I'm loved and I'm loving being on this show and thankful. I'm just grateful, you know, because I get to do something that's fun for a living.
Yes.
So the Love Letter, working with Kiana Whitmore, it's great. It was just, you know, it was great because we worked the scene out and made it come to life, you know. And I think that's LOL Network picked it up and they're airing it now. It's in syndication. So I looked and I was like, oh, LOL Network. Okay, so shout out to that.
Huh? Absolutely. Yeah. Perfectly Single.
Oh, another great one.
Yeah, this is your baby, right? Yeah.
I got a chance to work with J. Alphonse Nicholson before anybody kind of knew who he was. Now everybody knows who he is.
Right.
And it was phenomenal. He comes from a theater background.
Mm-hmm.
So I love thespians, people who come from theater and work the stage. And he knows all about working the stage. And he takes that skill set and he just becomes he magnifies it on television and film. So he's another great.
Yeah, you've had a lot of cool people that you've been able to, you know, bounce the work off of with each other, which is fantastic. Black Coffee's another one.
Hey, yes, Black Coffee. And I actually was filming that, and then the producers came and did a set visit and said, "We like your work. Would you do the Love Letter?" So that was like how that happened.
That's fantastic. So that's always nice when that happens, right? Here you are doing one project and the producer stops by, takes a look, and then says, we have something else in mind for you too. And you're still doing that and they're already booking you for something else. That's terrific, huh?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's great when people come by the set, they get to see your work and then they're like, I want to work with you. And then, you know, they make it happen. It's great.
It's really fantastic. Absolutely. Yes. 72 Hours, another one.
2 hours.
Yeah. Big cast with that. Tell us about this one.
Oh my gosh.
For folks who haven't seen it.
Oh, Timon and Harry Lennox. Harry Lennox. Sometimes he goes by the middle name, sometimes he doesn't. But to work with them, it was phenomenal. So you see a repeating theme here. I like a lot of rom-coms.
Yeah, sure.
Rom-coms because I got that love energy flowing in and out of me. You know, I can do the drama thing.
Got that lovity going.
I got that lovity thing going. Yeah. So, you know, people hand me a script and they say, make this come to life. And a lot of times it is a rom-com because I'm a hopeless romantic and I like bringing love stories to life. So.
Which is beautiful, we need more of that, right? We need more positivity, love, empathy, kindness. We are, you know, overdue for a, you know, injection of some of that. Absolutely. Passion. Yes, absolutely. Can never not have that. Fall Girls, another one.
Oh, Jim Masters, this was fun. This was so much fun. The storyline was hilarious.
Just from the cover, it looks like everybody's laughing and it's like,
Well, that's our dead boss right there. We got to cover it up. we're like, what happened to her? She died. So if anybody watches that, it's a roller coaster ride. It's a thriller because we're covering up. Like, what is this? We're having fun, and all of a sudden she collapses, and we're like, ah! So we're putting a wig on her glasses and all. Because I don't want to give the story away. But,
no, in case you haven't
seen.
Ending. But see, that's good.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Now, this too, a lot of people know you're from this too. Let's Stay Together.
Tell
us about this one if anybody hasn't had a chance to see it yet.
Sure. So I play Kita Whitmore on Let's Stay Together.
Yes.
And I was lucky to book this because I was coming from the drama world right when I booked this. I was coming from Lincoln Heights. And so, Lincoln Heights, Cassie's crying all the time. Crying. So when I went into the room with this, I didn't know I had the comedic timing that I had, but people kept laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing? And I just kept saying the lines and audition. They're like, keep laughing. I'm like, what? Okay. And so then I found myself on Let's Stay Together for 4 years with Queen Latifah, Jackie Emmons, Kofer, and the whole team. And they let me crack jokes for 4 years. So it was fun.
Isn't that incredible? You're working with Queen Latifah and that crew. That's just, She's brilliant, isn't she? You could give her anything and she could do it.
She's phenomenal.
Anything. Yeah. She's done everything from film, and she's like Whoopi Goldberg, film, television, all of it, stage, including music, of course, Queen Latifah. Amazing. You mentioned Lincoln Heights too. Of course, this is very special for you as well. Tell us about how this happened.
So Lincoln Heights happened. It happened. Because I was in Chicago and I was visiting family, and I was kind of like in family mode. And so family mode to me is I take, some time to spend time with loved ones, and I don't focus on the career, which I think is important because, you got to spend time with loved ones.
Right. Because life is short. Yep.
So important. And so they called me and they're like, Lincoln Heights. And I'm like, Lincoln who? No, I'm not coming to audition for that. No, I'm not flying out. And they were like, okay. And so then maybe 2 weeks later, they called me again. They said, Lincoln Heights. And I was like, oh, all right. I'm going to get on the plane and I'm going to go audition, and I'll say goodbye to my family. Because at this point, I've spent enough time with my family. And I got in the room and I was like, oh, I fell in love with this character, Cassie Sutton. And I didn't know I was going to work with incredible Russell Hornsby at the time, or Chadwick, or Nikki Michaud. I didn't know. But I got on set and I was like, whoa, I'm glad I got on this plane. Whoa. So that's phenomenal.
It was a reason why they called back a second time, right?
Yeah.
They knew they really wanted you. That's what it is. They knew, and they said, okay, let's give her some time. Then we'll approach her again and let's see if she goes with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They wanted you.
I owe a lot to Columbia College theater program with Sheldon Patinkin. He prepared me for a lot of the work that I do with the method acting, or substitution, and all that good stuff, all the techniques. Sheldon Patinkin, rest in peace. A lot of people, professors that studied at Columbia College, they taught at Columbia. They come from Looking Glass, Goodman Theater, Second City. They come from Improv Olympic, Groundlings, so, Steppenwolf. So I've trained under some excellent people. So I thank Columbia College for that.
That's incredible. So having the background and having the education really has paid off for you. And you'd probably recommend that with anybody watching that wants to go into these fields, right?
Yeah, take some classes. Even if you don't enroll for the whole year, take a class. It makes a difference. It really does. And you can use that stuff, And even if you don't have the financial means to take a class, pick up a book. A lot of great books that we use in our program. You can just go get them from the library and read them, indulge in them, and learn, and go work,
Go book. Yeah, that's right. Read the book, then book it.
Go read the book and book.
And then go book. Yeah, book and book. I think we just created something here. I think we're going to start an agency, you and I. Book and book. I'll be book and you'll be book.
Right.
Book and Book LLC.
That sounds good. That's the motto. That's the motto.
Book and
Read
Book.
a book, go book.
That's it. And you got to laugh, right? I'm a big proponent of laughing. I'm always looking for ways to laugh, make people laugh, inspire them, encourage them. I'm always looking for the line, looking for the joke in a way that reinforces people, not a joke that tears people down, because there's enough of that out there, that links us together and makes us all laugh. I think it's so important. It's probably why they notice that with you, with being in the romantic comedies, is because they see a comedic side to you as well, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I think you said it all. Joy is great. To bring joy and laughter to people, that's great, because who wants to be stressed all the time? So you want to entertain people, and you want something to feel good when they watch it. And I thank you to a lot of my supporters and fans that send me messages on social media saying, "You made my day. You made me smile. You brought some joy to my life."
When that happens, yes.
That's what it's all about to me.
When I started this series, that was something that people don't ask it as much now, because we've been on 2.5 years, almost 900 episodes later.
Wow.
But episodic work, that's a lot of shows. I know that's beyond normal. I mean, in 2.5 years, 900 almost. It takes series years and years to get to even like 100 or 500, but they're about 900.
You're phenomenal. You're phenomenal.
Thank you.
You're great. Let me put this out there. That's great.
Well, like I was saying, my father has always told us when we were kids, he sort of instilled a lot of cool nuggets about life early on that we still take with us. And one of them that I say on the show is that when and it's a funny line, it's very funny, witty, but there's some truth to it. He says, "Jim, whenever anybody says something kind or nice to you, ask them to please put it in writing and address it management."
I like
whoever the management is, it doesn't matter. Just address it management.
Put it in writing.
With those nice words that person said, get them in writing and address it management.
I like that.
That's it. So you're loving the ride. And then, of course, My Perfect Wedding. Tell us about that. That's exciting too, huh?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to
we should have started the show with that. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited I know I said it so many times. I'm so excited. I am, because this is something that I help produce. So I'm excited. So check it out. Wait.
Cool. You're right. Exactly.
Okay. Check out My Perfect Wedding. It's streaming right now on BT Plus and Prime Video. You can watch it on either platforms. We are so thankful to bring this movie to you that we shot in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the food there. But okay.
Did you have jambalaya, gumbo, and all the rest?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
But My Perfect Wedding with Omar Gooding and so many talented. Oh my gosh, everybody. The director, Greg. I mean, just watch it. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it, because we want you to enjoy it, because it's a good storyline.
Tell us a little bit about it. Yeah.
So My Perfect Wedding is about a woman who's single, and then she starts dating, and she's trying to figure out, who can she be committed to? Because the person she's committed to is not really necessarily committed to her. So she's like, okay, something's wrong with this. So she puts herself back out there, and then she meets someone that wants to date her, but he has rules. So he has his rules and regulations, and maybe she has to sign some or whatever. He's, and so that's
very old school.
Yeah, he's a boss. He's a CEO. He has a lot of money. So he's trying to, some people want prenups. Some people want contracts when they date. I'm not going to say it's a lot of stuff going on out here where, if you got money, you never know. So he's kind of that school where he wants to set something up, contractually. And so she's like, oh, okay, I understand. He's worth a lot of money. But then she kind of meets this other guy. She's like, okay, which one should I pick? Because this one has this one, I love him about this, but this one, he brings this to the table. So she's kind of like, and it's a very important decision. It's kind of like true to my life a little bit, because when you commit to someone, that's an important decision.
Yes.
People think it's not important until stuff happens.
Yeah.
But
it's just the word commit. You're committing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So My Perfect Wedding with Trisha Sinclair, I play that role, and I'm just really happy that it's streaming. It's streaming on BET Plus and Prime Video.
Not cool. Congratulations. How long did it take, from the start to finish with that film?
Well, I like to say from start would be getting the script and learning like 90 pages.
90 pages, huh?
Yeah, and
Are you good with memorization?
Yes.
That's good. That's a plus.
I take my vitamins. Ginkgo biloba.
There's the secret right there, folks.
Take your vitamins. So yeah, it's important to, anytime you go to work, you're putting in such long hours. We were putting in like 15-hour days, so
at least
we had to make sure we were strong. So we're all like we were mentally equipped to produce a great product. The whole team was together.
Yeah.
The director with the DP, all the cameramen, and it was like one big family. And you can tell. I think you can tell that we all loved what we do. Because the project really, some projects you see, you're like, oh, did they want to be there? But this one, we all love being there. Yeah.
Not that you've ever been on any projects where you're like, gee, why am I here?
Yeah.
I like the way you go to the bottom of your hair for the answer.
No.
Let me shake up what's in the bowl and get an answer. Okay, let's take out the thing. It says this. I love it.
Theater. Some theater productions were so hard on me that I'm like, oh, because I had to do some plays where I had to cry nonstop for the whole weekend.
So did you do
Friday,
onions
Saturday,
or
Sunday.
Onions?
No, not onions.
Onions, yeah. Not onions on you, but I mean, did they like, quickly run in, put onions on your eye, and then go?
No,
Come
that's
here.
funny.
You need more onion.
No,
get back out there.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, no, I wish.
Yeah.
Hold on, everybody, stop.
What's up? She needs more onion.
I'm ready. No.
Okay. Yeah.
I had to pull from there. So sometimes I was like, whoa, this is a lot of work, because when I cried for Cassie Sutton, you could, after they cut, you could drink some water.
Yes.
Theater.
Because you're very dehydrated.
Yeah.
No, you got to keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
We have another 30, 45 minutes after this scene on this stage. And I'm like,
you know what they say oftentimes when you need to pull up emotion like that in any scenario, whether it's on television, film, stage, whatever it is to think about somebody you care about. Think of maybe a lot of times, you'll think about the grandmother that passed or things that would bring up sadness or tears, and that will trigger it almost automatically, as when you dig deep within yourself and there's that little few things you could think about that will bring it to the surface automatically. And then it's natural. What they're seeing is actual natural emotion versus the onions. It's the real natural emotion. Did you have to do that too? Did you think about things in your own life?
Substitution. That's substitution. So that works. It totally works. And it works for, but I had to use another technique as well, because sometimes you keep thinking about the same situation and you're healed and you're like, okay, I got that out. And it's therapeutic to get it out. You have to go to another technique. So I went to another technique also to pull that emotion.
What did you have? One of the actors or actresses next to you step on your foot or something? Because that'll do it. Step on my foot right now. I need to cry more. Ow, that hurts. Okay, now I can cry.
Okay, I'll tell you. You have a little bottle of water and you do like this. Oh, no, I'm joking.
Ooh, so that's
no. You don't.
So that's how they do it on the soap operas.
That's how
they cry a lot on the soap operas.
No,
they're always crying.
Okay, so I have seen that where they do this little stick thing and they do that and it makes them cry. I can't do that because to me, I need it to be like really, 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 really natural. So I
Yes,
have
everybody
seen that,
will
but to
do.
each his own. Everybody has their own way and
Everybody has their
technique.
whatever it takes to get the
Whatever,
job done.
whatever it takes. If you can't get there, then by all means do the little thing and then you can get there quickly. But I studied so much different techniques at college, working with professors, that I know how to pull it and cry. So I just know how to do it.
But you love the comedy, right? Comedy comes automatically for you.
I love the comedy. I love to make people laugh, and
Is there
that's why I'm
a
so excited.
sitcom in the offing, like a regular sitcom? I mean, you've been on all these other, Everybody Hates Chris. You've been on a lot of different shows, a great variety of shows too. Could you
Yeah,
see, like, if they came to you and said, we would like to build a sitcom around you, would that be something that you
I
would?
actually wrote one.
You did.
Yeah, I wrote one, so I'm building that now. So it's a dramedy, because I do like the dramedy, to incorporate the comedy and the drama together. Sometimes I want to make you laugh, sometimes I want to make you cry. So this has
Yeah.
all of that in there.
That's cool. So we'll look for that. Who are some of
Yeah.
the others in the industry as you've been coming up the ranks that have inspired you? People that you've always admired, people, whether you've worked with them or ever met them or not, just people over the years that have been very inspirational to you and you watching them do their thing.
You know what? I was fortunate enough to book Chicago Med on NBC. And so some of the work that I did and I incorporated in that episode is from a lot of the greats that I've watched over the years. And a lot of the greats that I've watched over the years are like Tilda Swinton, Viola Davis, Sally Field, Glenn Close, Glenn Close, Susan Sarandon. So I pull a lot of techniques from them. I saw one technique Glenn Close did. Oh my gosh, this lady's brilliant.
Fatal Attraction. She
I
had a lot of technique in that one.
oh gosh, this lady's
With Michael Douglas. Yeah.
Yes, I watch their work carefully over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So sometimes I'm looking at her and she can do like 5, 6 emotions in one scene.
Yes, she can.
Oh my gosh, she's just phenomenal. So I try to do that technique, and so I can just pay homage to them on screen, because they're icons, they're legends.
They really are. Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep, yes.
Yeah. Of course, Sidney Poitier, who we lost, another brilliant actor. You can give him anything and he could take it on beautifully.
Cicely Tyson.
Cicely Tyson, with a certain finesse and a certain regalness to the way that they do it. Really very inspiring as well. So you've been able to do a lot of different things, acting, modeling, producing, and you're also a humanitarian. You've created this wonderful foundation that helps, those who are disadvantaged, especially youth. Tell us about this. What was the inspiration for creating the foundation, Erica? It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you, Jim Masters. I really appreciate it. So my 501c3, the Erica Hubbard Foundation, was created because I saw a need in neighborhoods for children dealing with poverty. And when they're dealing with poverty, sometimes it's coupled with low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And so I would go into these community centers, youth groups, and I would mentor the kids to help them build their esteem, to make them have, empower them, to encourage them and inspire them. Because I came from one of those communities where, I looked around, it was a lot of poverty. And so sometimes you don't think like, oh, there's a way out, but there most definitely is a way out, So it depends on how you feel about yourself. And if you have goals and dreams and aspirations, you have to keep that in mind and not look at what you see. Don't look at your environment, but know that, you will excel in life. You can come up out of this. And so I try to be like a role model to the kids, to show them like, look, I came from this, and now, I'm doing this. And so a lot of the kids, I just want to encourage, kids to not look at their circumstances, but to dream big.
So when did you put it together? When was it something that really started to take off for you?
It took off in 2010. It started to take off back then because, when I was doing Lincoln Heights, we would get a lot of phone calls saying, they want to meet, the characters on Lincoln Heights. Can you go visit? And can you go encourage these kids? Can you motivate them? And so I was doing a lot of work on the weekends. Sometimes they would fly me out to Detroit, Tennessee, Ohio. And so the kids, they would be like, oh my gosh, they would be so excited by the time, I finished, mentoring them, that I just kept it going. And now I've incorporated scholarships. So kids that are in need financially, and they're going to pursue a higher education, I give them scholarships. So that's very important to me too.
Isn't that great? That's fantastic to be able to do that. How much of your time does that take, or do you have a whole team of people that assist with this as well?
No, well, I'm very fortunate that I have board members, and so they kind of help me with everything because time management is important.
Yes,
So
tell me about it. Yeah.
yeah, time. Oh yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I
So
look in the mirror and I say, today I could use a clone.
yeah, scheduling, time management. So my support system. I would be nothing if I didn't have a support system. So I'm everything with my support system.
It takes a village, doesn't it?
Yes.
It really,
Yes.
really takes a village. What do you like doing more? I mean, you've done modeling, you're doing the acting, the producing, all of this, and creating, writing. Is there any one thing that speaks to you first? Are you the performer? Are you the actress first and then everything else? Or are you really enjoying the behind the scenes creation of the product?
Well, maybe I'm a task tasker.
Yeah.
Is that a person?
A Jill of all
Multitasking.
trades. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like to do it all, but most importantly, I like to meet great people. So no matter what I'm doing, I just like to. I'm an extrovert, and I like to just meet people and talk and hopefully inspire people. So I get to do that in all these different walks, whether I'm producing, writing, doing philanthropy work. So as long as I uh, bring some joy to people's lives, no matter what I do, I've done my job. I don't care what job it is. Did I make you happy for the moment, or did I inspire you? That's what I think about. Because I want to rub off on people in such a joyful way, where they're like, look at me and they're like, oh, she's doing that. Never give up. You know what I mean? I want people to see that when they see me. Don't get tired. I don't care if I'm doing 10 things at once, and I'm a mom. Like, you can do it. But you're also talking to someone who had a major, a minor, and a concentration in college, and I graduated in 3 years. So I'm a workhorse. I
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
doing a lot of stuff, and I like to bake, and I like to travel, and
Ah,
so.
now this is a foodie crowd. Baking. What do you
Oh,
like to bake? What are some of your
ooh,
specialties?
ooh, the Lovity family. I love it. I'm
Yes,
a
they love.
foodie.
Yes, so are we. So
Food
what are some of
excites
your
me. Oh,
specialties?
so I like red velvet cupcakes. I love red velvet
Ooh.
cupcakes. So, oh, and I like pound cake. I don't make it seem like I eat a lot, but I may have a list for you. Okay, so I love butter cookies. I like to make butter cookies. I love red velvet cupcakes. I love making pound cakes. I made chocolate cake before, but sometimes I have to hold back because it's a weight thing too. So if I make too much, I found myself eating more than I was giving. So I was like, wait a minute, I got to give more of my baking goods than what I eat.
We're starting with the desserts, folks, first. We're working in order, reverse order. Desserts
Yes.
first. Oh, wow. That's great. What about like non-dessert? What do you have? Is there something you make that's a specialty, like a certain
My specialty would be lasagna. I can make lasagna 4 different ways.
4 different ways?
4 different ways.
Wow.
Yes. So I love making lasagna. So my family knows this. Like, when we have events, they're like, bring your lasagna. I'm like, okay, I get it. So
Bring the
I'm like the
lasagna.
lasagna queen.
Yeah. That is fun. That is so awesome. But
Jim, one time I had a party and my friends came over and they're like, okay, Erica, what did you cook? And I cooked stuff from all around the world.
oh,
So they
that's
had
cool.
stuff from, I cooked a Mexican dish. I cooked an Asian dish. I cooked a soul food dish.
Wow.
Yeah. So they was all a Greek and they're like, what is this? And I mean, I mixed it all in and they had fun, so they was like, oh, we don't want to leave because this is great. Food from all around the world.
Do
So.
you do a lot of, the holidays are on our doorstep. Do you do a lot during the holidays or does the family take care of the rest of it?
I'm the type of person where if I go to someone's house and my family's cooking, I've cooked at home first. So I love culinary stuff. I just love culinary. So I'm cooking at home before I get to your house because I like my cooking and I like other people's cooking. So I'm a real foodie.
Well, sometimes you can go to other people's houses and there really isn't much to eat and you're starving and you're looking forward to it. So at least, you've eaten already.
Yeah.
Or you have leftovers to go home to because some people don't send you home with any leftovers. Some people send you, with everything. They'll give you, my aunt and uncle, they'll give you their kitchen sink. I mean, bags and Tupperware filled with stuff, fresh baskets of stuff out of the garden, corn on the cob and tomatoes and stuff that's been canned, canned relish and crabapple jelly and all the tomatoes and all these things.
Oh, I love it.
They send you home with everything.
I had a garden this summer. So a lot of that stuff you mentioned, I was the corn and the cucumbers, and then I had kale, and I love gardening too. That's another.
I love gardening too. Yes. Yes. I do too. It's I've got a green thumb actually, and so I'm always like in the dirt, digging in the dirt, and it's very therapeutic, isn't it?
Yep.
Like kindred spirits. Yes. Yeah. Green thumb, Jim.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. There's something about it. It's very therapeutic,
Yes. It relieves stress for me. And I like seeing my work sprout up. Like my corn sprouted up so high this year. And I was like, wow. I was like, I love it. So did the rabbits. The rabbits came in and we're like, we love it too. And they start eating the corn. So I was like,
start eating it before you get to it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I had a whole rabbit family. At first I was looking out like, where's all these rabbits?
Where's my corn on the cob?
They really were. They had a feast over the summer. They enjoyed it.
Now, did you start talking to them as a rabbit yourself to communicate with them? Did you do the voices?
No, I gotta learn a rabbit voice so I could do a cartoon playing a rabbit next. So I gotta do that. That's something. You're on to something. You just gave me a genius idea.
They move their mouth very small. It's small. It's like it's very like when they eat the carrots and everything. It's sort of like very like a chipmunk.
Yeah.
It's sort of like very, the mouth is like very small and
I gotta learn this because, like I said, I need to play the animal characters, because I played the human beings on the voiceovers. I need to play the animal characters, even in the movies. I like stuff like that, so I gotta learn that. You just gave me an idea.
See,
right?
Yeah. What are some other cool things that you're working on? You mentioned a few things that are sort of projects that are in development. What are some other things that are coming?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I just wrapped a film called The Assistant, and it's coming out 2023, and it's a thriller. So what was good about this was I got to do my own stunts. I had weapons too. So this is something different for me.
Yeah.
So people get to see me in a different light, and I played the serious character, and I actually, I was about to give away the movie, but it's called The Assistant, and it's coming out in 2023. But so I'm excited. I get to do my own stunts, and we had a stunt coordinator, and he worked out the moves, the combat moves, and so I look forward to seeing that in 2023.
Tim is asking, what is your favorite Chicago sports team of all time?
Oh,
Ah,
yes. You know, we love our sports in Chicago. It would most definitely be the Bulls.
the
But dang,
Bulls.
I go to a lot of Bears games too. You know, and I was around for the Super Bowl shuffle. So
Yes.
whoa, I was around for that. But I mean, I was around for all the championships for the Bulls. So I can't pick between the Bulls and the Bears because I like both. But then I'm a White Sox fan too.
White
So
Sox and the Cubs. It's kind of like New
yeah.
York with the two teams. Yeah.
Yep,
Yankees,
because
Mets, and yeah.
I like going to all the different
All of
games.
it. You
So
support the city itself, Chicago.
I do, but I'm an athlete too. I was an
Yeah.
athlete. I had actually a scholarship to run track and field at college
Did
before
you?
I went and did Columbia College. Yeah, some colleges were recruiting me to to run and sprint, and
Yeah.
I was a high jumper. Nobody knows this, but I was a high jumper.
Nobody knows
So
this. Wait, we got a graphic for that. A JMS exclusive.
yeah. Yeah, I could run, twist my body up, jump over the thing backwards, and people would be like, ah, and I like that adrenaline rush. Oh, I love
Yes.
high jumping.
So what about dancing, being a dancer? I mean, a lot of what you're describing is what the dancers, especially dancers today, are like. I mean, there's so much movement on stage. Has that been something a part of in your wheelhouse as well?
Oh yeah. So when just coming up and doing theater, you had to take movement classes and dance classes. So I did modern, I did ballet, I did taps, I did all that, but I also did vocal lessons, which I think is important too. People talk about like dance, and then you got to do vocal, and also other training is important. Don't think it's all silly stuff, but this stuff's important when you take those classes on reactions, like when they do zip, zap, zop, zip, zap. Those are important. And when you take the classes on what animal are you today, that's important. And working on that, and also exercises, facial exercises to loosen up your body, and body exercising. I'm gonna go with, nobody probably does this anymore, but we did this when we trained for theater. We did Feldenkrais, so that was another technique we used to help with body movement and I'm doing the body movement, but the body movement. So when you get on set, you're loose. You can see a lot of people holding the tension places and stuff. But if you
Yes.
do your vocal, your face, your dance, your all the exercises, then you can kind of move and be creative in your space.
Do you meditate?
Yes.
I do.
That's another
I need to
thing.
do more of that. I've learned Qigong through a PBS special I was hosting with
Yeah.
Lee Holden, who's actually from California. We interviewed him on PBS for a series of specials, and that's really a terrific, terrific thing to learn. But the meditation, um, I'm working at that. I love music. Music for me I don't smoke, but I say music is like my cigarette because when I hear music, it's just really, and other things, other things that I love to do, hobbies, cycling, swimming, I'm a big cycler, swimmer, tennis, baseball, gardening, all of that,
Oh.
music. But this, I don't know, I'm still working on the meditating because I'm always, how I can just shut my mind off, because my mind is always sort of thinking and preparing and trying to prevent problems before they happen and always thinking. So I'd be sitting there. The first time I tried it, I was sitting there, like this and everything. I'm like, I'm actually aware of the fact that I'm forcing myself to do this. And that's not supposed to be. You're supposed to just do it. You know what I mean? I'm listening to the person tell me to do it, and I'm doing it. And now they're saying, vision that you're floating in a canoe going down the river. And I'm a 12-year-old Jimmy again. The boy is floating in the canoe with his dog type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but I'm not seeing it. I'm just hearing her tell me to pretend I'm on a canoe as 12 years old with the dog going down the river.
It's like, I mean, it takes to just to zone
What do you
out.
do? How do you do that? As somebody who is so up, so on, so, passionate and A++ personality,
Oh, thank you.
how do
Thank you.
you do that? What are some of the techniques you use? And what are some of the things you like to do to counter all the energy so you can have time to, unplug, reboot, and then plug Erica back into the world.
So important to unplug and then charge yourself back up. So a lot of things that I do to in my downtime to reflect, meditate, regroup, rejuvenate, restore. So all the R words.
All the R words. Reflect.
Reflect. Is to listen to music that you can go on YouTube, and they have certain frequencies and certain meditation music that can actually make you mellow out and go to sleep. Yeah. So you just go on YouTube and you look for the certain. I don't want to tell anybody
ASMR type stuff.
Yeah, that too. ASMR, yes. If you're into that, I'm into that.
Yeah.
Zen music, frequency music, anything with dealing with vibrations to help you center yourself and calm you. I do a lot of that.
Cool. So you
do sound bowls and tuning forks, sound bowls, tuning forks, all that stuff.
All that.
All that good stuff.
So that works for you. Do you?
Oh yeah.
And so you do take time to balance out and get because you're playing all these other characters, and you have to always stay in touch with who Erica is, and come back to Erica. So you're able to do that through some of these techniques, which is great, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do massage therapy at all? Do you ever do that? Go for massage or any of that?
Oh yeah.
I do.
I have a personal masseuse. So he's great. Yeah.
Whenever I go, they always say the same thing to me. They're like, Jim, wow. I said, what? Especially when they're working on the back. They're like, wow, you really hold, because maybe I don't verbalize it. I don't always say what I'm really thinking sometimes. I'm a professional. Except for, if you're on the highway and somebody cuts you off, all bets are off. That's a whole other world. But I mean, they're like, you really hold a lot of your tension in your upper shoulder blades. So they're going there and they're like, whoo, this is stiff. This is tight, knotted. We got to work out the tension you have under your shoulder blades. It's really, it's in there. Wow. What is...
It travels.
That travels. Yeah.
It travels. So you put it on your shoulder, it heats up in it.
In case anybody just tuned in right now and don't know what the heck they just saw or what's going on, Erica will tell you that that's the belt she wears when she's Wonder Woman.
Right.
She just goes across. So the shoulder blades, they say, because nowhere else, but the shoulder back, it figures I would put it back there and it would be hidden back there, and I wouldn't have it like verbalized or out front. I'd have it in the back. So they said, yep, that's where you're holding it. That is cool. Yeah. So that
I don't want to do like product placement or anything, but it has
no. I've never seen that before. I see those little neck things when people go on planes, but does that plug in? I mean, how does that work?
This is the big one. This helps with relaxation. It you put it around your neck, and it has like these beating forces. It's beating forces. It's a beating force. I don't know what that thing is right here, but it's hard. It's a massager that just gets all the kinks out and relieves all the tension.
You pack that in your luggage?
Oh yeah, it travels.
And it gets through TSA, huh?
Yeah.
It's this big tactical looking thing in that luggage there. Yeah. That's great. And it heats up.
Yeah, I believe in relaxation. So yeah.
Where did you find it?
Oh.
Is that on Amazon or something?
I have an addiction to online shopping. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I like to hear the doorbell ring.
Enter. Yeah. Oh yeah. But you don't have boxes in the living room stacked up that haven't been opened yet? Another JMS exclusive.
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. Hey, well. Yeah. It's on sale. I mean, it's a sale's a sale. You know what I mean?
I'm getting it. Yeah. I like to gift myself all the time. I feel good when I give myself gifts.
Do you reward yourself after you accomplish something?
Yep. I reward myself when I don't accomplish something. Like, you had a good day today. You woke up. Let's go shopping.
Let's go shopping.
Online.
There's always a reason to go shopping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, huh? Well, you must be in heaven because 'tis the season for that now. But you know what I have found? You know, who was I saying this to? Somebody yesterday that I was talking to. I don't think it was on this show. Maybe it was on this show or it was on one of the other shows I do. But you do so many shows. You're like, what did you say on which show? I said that, maybe it was on the show. I think it was when I had David Card, the saxophonist, on last night. We were talking about clothes and things of that nature. And oh yeah, the Pointer Sisters have been here. Melissa Manchester's been here. A lot of cool people have come through. I talked about, when you're supposed to, especially around Christmas time, you're going shopping for other people. So you're in the store, you're in Macy's, or wherever you are, you're shopping. But then I'm like going in the men's department and I'm seeing, okay, I got to shop for, brother-in-law, nephew, all these people. And wow, that's cool. I like that sweater over there. Now I'm shopping for these for the family, but that's on sale, and that's a fantastic shirt or whatever. And you end up one for them, one for you, one for them, one for you. And you're like, you got a couple sets of bags, and then the cashier will say, "Oh, doing some holiday shopping for friends and family?" Well, a lot of that in there is mine. Do you have that happen too?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spoil myself. My dad raised me good. So so he's like, "Erica, what'd you get now?" He always asks me that question because I always have something. So, and I'm a daddy's girl, so I'm spoiled myself.
What is your vice? What is the thing you like to? I mean, some people it's pocketbooks, shoes. It could be sporting equipment. It could be anything. What's your slight weakness when you are in the store? You always end up getting at least one.
I'm a shoeaholic.
You're a shoe.
I have a lot of different shoes. I love shoes. Shoe fetish. So I love shoes. I really do. Now, in the winter time, I like to wear a lot of different coats. So I'm not the type where we're like, oh, that's the same coat. So I find myself getting having to switch them up,
Yeah.
But I love fashion. So I don't think, when you love fashion, you don't, just the same coat every time. I think it's different occasions. You need a little different energy.
Yes.
So just switch it up.
I love that. That is fantastic. Well, I was on a shoot recently, a TV shoot in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And, I had my luggage packed. And I had the shoot required some sport coats, of course. So I had to have some nice sport coats. So I brought the sport coats and everything, something with color for Florida. But then the hotel happened to be positioned across the street from the Broward Mall.
No.
And Macy's and places like that.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, we had a little time to kill before we had to be where we had to be, and went across. Let's just look through the mall. Let's just go through. Let's just go through. And they had all these stuff that I saw that they don't necessarily have up north in terms of some of the colors and men's clothes and a lot of color and a lot of Florida, really nice colors and stuff. So I ended up buying a whole a cool blue sport coat and these white slacks and the shirt and the tie, like this
I
nice
can relate.
Turquoise shirt underneath and the tie and the shoes. And then I did my stand up, my open and my close for the TV shoot in an entirely different outfit that was not in the luggage that came down with me.
I love it. I love it.
Do you ever have where you do that and you have your luggage,
Mhm.
and then you got to try to get it all into the luggage because you have the luggage and you came with your clothes in the luggage, but then you went shopping while you were on location or on a shoot or out of town, but you only still have that one luggage or two to get back on the plane. You have to sort of like cram it in, sit on it, move things around, refold stuff tightly. Not that I have had to do that,
No.
but have you had to do that?
I just go ahead and buy another luggage. I've gone like, oh, I got too much stuff. I went shopping. I'll go get another luggage, or
I
if
had to
I'm
do
not
that in
getting another
Houston.
luggage,
I had to get another luggage once.
yeah, get another luggage, or go to the shipping company and put it in a box and ship it to yourself. I've
And
done
ship
that.
it.
Ship it. Put all your clothes in there and ship it, and your shoes, and come and just sign it and up. Yep, this is for me. It's coming back to me.
So when you get home, here comes the box of.
Yeah.
Boy, that must have been a great shoot, Erica.
Yeah.
Boy, they must have given you all this wardrobe. Is this from the
Right.
shoot? Well, it's not from the shoot. It's from what we did in between.
Yeah.
Why do you love doing this? You're so passionate and so fun. And again, you've been doing this since an early age, and you, like me, and I identify, this is why I plug in, because I like to have, I don't call these interviews, I call these conversations. And I see a lot of your enthusiasm similar. I'm similar in that way. Thirst for life, thirst for people, thirst for doing, connecting, inspiring, and having a lot of different hats on, wearing a lot of different things, doing a lot of different things in the industry. And you're exactly like that. What are the things that bless you and bring you joy in your life to propel you to keep doing this great work?
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Jim Masters. Thank you so much. And what makes me happy is seeing other people happy when they see my work. So people will get on social media and they'll contact me and they'll say, I like this, I like that, I love this, I love that. So I'm like, oh, I'm bringing some joy to some people. And I love bringing some joy to people through my work. So that keeps me going, you know. I like making people happy. If I can't make you happy, then I definitely don't want to make you sad. So then I'll be like, okay, you know, am I not making you happy? Let me try harder. So,
Are you a people pleaser?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm working on that because I really am. I'm working on that in my relationships.
Yes, right.
Because
Right.
What do you need me to do? What do you have?
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but it makes my relationship go long. You know, they'd be like, whoa, I've been in this relationship for 7 years. I've been in this for 5. I've been in this for 13. So, you know, it kind of helps though.
Yeah. It kind of helps though. We're getting relationship tips now, folks. So I hope you're taking notes. That's well, I guess as long as it's reciprocal, right? You know,
Yes,
it has to be,
yes.
it has to be, there has to be some 360 happening, here and there, which is very, very important, of course.
Most definitely. It's reciprocated. Most definitely it should be. I think when you make people really, 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 really happy, that they'll never forget you.
Yes.
You know, you'll have that ex like, hey, or they'll text you or they'll DM you.
Yes.
They're thinking about you. They're thinking about you for a reason.
Exactly.
So
now, Tim, I guess he grew up in the Chicago area because he goes, Erica, the first time I saw you on TV, you did a show on Channel 50, WPWR Chicago, called Up and Running.
Wow.
Up and Running. It was at a local show on TV 50 in Chicago.
Yeah, it was. And I won an Emmy from it too, a regional Emmy. So
you did.
Thank you, Mattis. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up and mentioning that.
That was Tim.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Remember that from Channel 50 in Chicago. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I hosted a kids TV series, and this has been I'm trying to hurry up. Yeah, but I won another award, a Service to America award from that as well. So thank you for acknowledging that.
A Service to America award you won. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. That's fantastic. Yeah. So, you've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, and I'm happy to keep working around creatives, and
Yes, that's
people
what I
keep
love.
contacting me about their scripts. If you have a script and you want me to read it, or if I can collaborate with other creatives, I'm gonna do more of that in 2023. So
That is cool. That is very exciting, huh? So we'll be looking for that. That's awesome. I mentioned ericahubbard.info website too, and a couple folks that usually like to stop by during the course of the show that just want to say hi. Mr. George Burns is here.
hi, hey, how are
He's
you?
got his cigar and his red hanky, and he says hello, the legendary comedian. He says his love. He said
Hello.
you knocked it out of the park. He
Hey,
loves all of this.
thank you. Thank you so much.
My aunt collected dolls, so that got passed down to me through the family. She was a serious doll collector, really cool dolls. And Gilligan from Gilligan's Island is here, and he says
Hey, I
hello.
love it.
There's
Hey,
Gilligan with love
hey.
from actually Bob Denver, the actor who played Gilligan. His wife was a guest on our show well, she's going to be on in 2 weeks, but she's been on 3
Wow.
times, and she saw
Wow.
the set. She says, Jim, I love the set, but you're missing a Gilligan. So she sent the Gilligan, because over here, right where my thumb is the I Dream of Jeannie bottle.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Actual
By the
replica.
lamp in the is the
Yeah,
guitar. I saw
right
the
there.
guitar back there, though.
Guitar.
I saw
Yep,
your
got a
guitar.
guitar. Yes, I started on violin, like when I was
Wow.
12. Violin first, and
Wow.
then some piano. We've done singing on this show a little bit too. Usually, I'll have other singers on, and we'll do some Christmas carols and other cool stuff. We're getting into that now. And Don Full of Love sent me this when he was a guest, and he's here to say hello. He was Mayor Goldie Wilson in the
Yes.
Back to the Future movies, and look at that. That looks just like him, doesn't it?
I went to his wedding. He just got married. I went to his wedding.
You were at his wedding?
Yeah, he had the Back to the Future car at the wedding. And I was like, we got to take pictures and stuff by the actual Back to the Future car.
Mayor Goldie Wilson. He signed it. Isn't that cool?
That
Looks
is
just
so
like him.
cool.
He said, hey, if you got Gilligan and all these other things, you got to have a Mayor Goldie Wilson done for a while. So he sent it. So you were at the wedding?
So cool.
Where
Yeah.
did they have the wedding? That's fantastic. I'm happy for him.
In Malibu. It was like Malibu or Pacific Palisades,
Very nice.
right there on the ocean.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. Oh,
wow, that's nice, huh?
it was beautiful. Yeah, they had the wedding and it overlooked the ocean. It was just like it was just like wonderful experience. We party, but they most definitely the best thing of the night was like they had the Back to the Future car. So everybody was taking pictures, and that was really cool. He's really a cool guy.
He's a great guy. Yes,
Yeah.
the conversation we had was just like ours, which is what I like to do. It's so warm and easy and fun and conversational, and I think that's the best kind you can possibly have is those kinds. And I love it. Tim says, Erica, I just love watching Up and Running, and I also love your shows and movies so much. You are also awesome doing voice acting. Thank you, Tim. And Merlin, who's in Canada. Thank you, Erica. You're a breath of fresh air. Keep up the good work. Kathleen in New York says, thank you for being here, Erica. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Sherry in Kansas, USA. This has been a fabulous evening. Erica, you're a breath of fresh air as well. Wonderful career. What a wonderful career we've had so far. Wishes for a wonderful future. Really nice comments coming in from some of our Lovity viewers here. We appreciate you guys in the JMS Lovity chat room. They've been chatting all day here or all night during the show, which is awesome. This was terrific, my friend. Congratulations on everything. And we're going to, as I always tell the guests, we're going to keep the porch light on for you. You are welcome back to join us for more fun anytime you want. We'll keep the light on, the porch light on for you. Spread the word about our show. Other folks you think might like to pop on the Jim Master Show Live and have some fun with us and some levity. You are welcome to do that. And I do have to ask, a lot of the guests, because the viewers have already said, like Jen Barry has said, you're a lovety. She's a lovety. She's one of us loveties. Love and levity together. How does it feel to be a lovety? Because you can get Emmys and Oscars, Peabodys, Grammys, Tonys, Tellys. But when you get a lovety on the Jim Masters show, how does it make you feel? Most guests say their feet start tingling. You're tingling right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. One guest was levitating, he said.
I feel elated. And I love the love from the Lovety family. And thanks, Jim Masters, for having me on your show. And it's really been a great conversation. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
Oh, that's terrific. Joyful. Yeah, I hope the show met whatever expectations you had, Erica, and you enjoyed the time with me as much as I absolutely have with you.
It was nice. It was very, very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, kindred spirit. High five. Here we go. Good stuff.
Now, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year. Happy everything.
Now that we talked about all the food, you're going to go make a sandwich now?
Yes. Yes.
Congratulations on everything, including this right now, which is streaming, My Perfect Wedding. She's starring in that. Our very special guest, the one and only Erica Hubbard on the Jim Masters Show. You're a hoot and a holler, and I love it. And you're welcome back anytime. Best to you and your family for the holidays. And let's definitely stay in touch. And you're welcome back to join us anytime you want, Erica.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on the show. Bye.
Be well. Take care. Keep smiling.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Erica Hubbard on the Jim Masters Show. Cool, terrific, fun, and really, really epic. Did you guys enjoy it? Of course you did. You've been commenting all throughout the show, and we love when you do. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the enthusiasm. She's really passionate and a lot of fun, isn't she? She's a spitfire. She's a firecracker, and we love it. I love people that are full of energy and full of life and, funny. I mean, she and I don't know who made each other laugh more. She made me laugh or I made her laugh, or it was sort of a 50-50 situation. It was fantastic. Gang, you can binge watch hundreds of episodes of our show, coming up on almost 900 episodes in 2.5 years. You can binge watch them all on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. We encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. That would be fantastic. Doesn't cost anything. It's the red subscribe button that you see right on our YouTube channel. It looks like that. Subscribe. That helps us grow. That helps us expand. And you're a part of the Lovety family when you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Also, if you enjoyed this episode and any of the episodes that you enjoy, and we appreciate the fact that you're here watching, just click this. You'll see an fabulous thumbs up icon on this episode on the YouTube channel. Click the thumbs up sign and definitely leave a comment for us on the YouTube channel. Even those of you who've commented in the Lovety chat room during the live show, leave a comment on the actual channel, or if you didn't get a chance to comment too in the Lovety chat room when the show is live, leave a comment underneath this episode on the YouTube channel. That helps us grow and expand, and we love that. YouTube loves to see that as well, and that means such a great deal to us. And we really thank you to those of you who've been doing that. All these subscribers who have subscribed to our channel, thousands of people, and it continues to grow. We thank each and every one of you. It takes a village, and we hope we're entertaining you, putting a smile on your face, having a good time, good positive vibes, whatever the topic is, because we talk about everything here on the show, our Entertainment Lifestyle Variety Talk Show series. We hope, you look forward to our shows and you enjoy joining us, and it's just been a terrific run so far, and we keep going. Now, don't forget to relax. Yes, we brought this back. So we talked a little bit about relaxing with Erica and how she relaxes. She meditates and does massage and everything else. And and stretches and breathes. That's important to do that. Breathe deeply from the diaphragm. Don't forget to relax. We always say that. We got this in Newport, Rhode Island, when we were on a family vacation several years back. And I kept this, saw it in the window and said, what a cool sign, relax. It's like a 1920s, 1930s beach scene in Newport, Rhode Island, and really, really cool. So don't forget to relax. Around here, we don't say goodbye. We say see you later, ciao, cheers, shalom, salancha. We say avida zain, hasta la vista. We say moi loop, take care, be well, sayonara. But we do not say goodbye around here because we will be back with another great guest. Let me tell you some of the amazing people that are coming on our show. On Friday, we have an extraordinary Golden Globe, Oscar-winning, Grammy-winning singer, songwriter, film composer, and director, A.R. Rahman. You've seen him in so many different things. Again, 2 Academy Awards, Golden Globes, Grammys, singer, songwriter, film composer, and director. A.R. Rahman is going to be with us. And he's actually going to be coming to us from on location. He's actually on location filming right now in Dubai. And on Friday, he's going to come to us live from Dubai, exclusively right here on the Jim Masters Show. That's going to be so cool. We can't wait to have him here again. Academy Award winning, Golden Globe, Grammy winning, film composer, director, and so much more. A.R. Rahman is going to be with us. Wow, that's going to be exciting. You know, this weekend, Larry Matthews, who played Richie Petrie on the Dick Van Dyke Show. Yes, he was Richie on the Dick Van Dyke Show. He's joining us, and David Van Dusen's joining us, and also Douglas Denoff. Douglas Denoff is an award-winning Broadway producer and investor. David Van Dusen, that incredible celebration on the 60th anniversary of the Dick Van Dyke Show, the producer of that. And Larry Matthews, of course, actor Larry Matthews, played Richie on the Dick Van Dyke Show. They're all joining us on Sunday, which is going to be terrific. We also have guests on Saturday, too, so look for that. But I just wanted to squeeze this out that Larry Matthews, who was Richie on the Dick Van Dyke Show, is going to be with us as we celebrate the Dick Van Dyke Show with special additional guests, David and Douglas. This is coming up on Sunday. This is going to be absolutely epic. If you didn't see when Rita Rudner was on the show, legendary comedian, she was here just a couple of days ago. She had us laughing. She's been doing this for 50 years, making us laugh. She's got a new book, My Life in Dog Years. That was hilarious. And of course, many, many more guests, hundreds of them. Sometimes you might not even know who we have had on the Jim Masters Show series. So check it all out. Give him likes, subscribe, leave comments. We thank Erica Hubbard, actress, model, humanitarian, producer, all of the above. See her streaming in My Perfect Wedding right now. And she was a real delight and a pleasure. Some of the other shows, as we showed you earlier, just quickly, so many shows that she's been in and performances, movies, television, so much more. Yeah, you probably remember a lot of these. And if you're a big fan, and Tim in Chicago remembers seeing her when she was on TV 50, Channel 50 in Chicago, legendary TV station there in Chicago, TV 50. We appreciate her being here. We appreciate all of you being here as well. We're going to take a look at a couple of comments here in the JMS Levity chat room. Then we're going to wrap up. Got a busy day tomorrow in Manhattan. Busy day in New York. Larry Matthews, how cool. He's here on Sunday. And Kathleen, absolutely. And thanks to everybody, those who have been doing the super chat, super emoji, super stickers, which is something you can do to support our show when the show is live in the chat room. Thank you for doing that. That really helps us big time with everything we're doing, the expenses, everything we're doing with the show. And if you don't get a chance to do that, you can always do it when the show is not on or when the show is on. There's a little heart icon on every episode on our YouTube channel of the Jim Masters Show series. And the heart icon is a super thanks. And when you click that, that helps support our show as well. So cool having all of you here. Thank you, Jane. Thanks, Erica, for being here. This was a great show. Thanks, Jim. You're welcome. Jen Barry, Jim, thank you. Love you. Love you back. Thank you very much. Kathleen Walker, have a great day tomorrow. I know I will. Absolutely. Let's plan that. I'll have a great day, and you have a great day as well. And everybody have a great day. Sherry Larson, thank you, Jim, for another fantastic show. Erica is wonderful. We appreciate all you do for us, and we love you. Love you back. Thank you so very much for kind comments like that. Appreciate that. And we love you back. Absolutely. Tim said, I sure did. So he enjoyed the show, watching from Chicago. And have a fun Thanksgiving, Christmas of 2022. Thank you, Tim. And Tim, we're here all the time, so I hope you'll join us again right here on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. Take a look at all the other guests we've had, all the guests from TV and music and Broadway and everything you can think of, life in general. Enjoy binge watching and join us again, Tim. And welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. Thank you, Jim. Great show. Thank you very much as well. And Jen says, Jim, thank you for bringing Erica to us. And please bring her back soon. She's a lovety. Yeah, she certainly is a JMS lovety. You got it. Tim says, you rock, Erica. Erica, please come back. Please come back again. Erica, you're a lovety. Thanks, gang. We appreciate that. We lovety all of that. And Kathleen, you as well. And everybody watching from all around the world, live or Memorex, live or later. We thank you for being with us here on the Jim Masters Show Live. All right, that's a wrap. From all of us here, I'm your host, Jim Masters, thanking you for your time, this time till next time. On the next episode of our show, we will be here, right here waiting for you. Be well, take care, love one another, take care of one another, and don't forget to love yourself and share that with the world. Share your talents with the world, whatever they may be. We'll check you soon again on the next episode. Just a couple more comments coming in here. Ms. Pat in Texas. Wonderful guest, so full of energy and a bubbly personality. I could use some of her energy. Everyone have a great night. God bless. Ms. Pat in Texas, you too. Sending you some lovely there in the Lone Star State in Texas, USA. All right, gang. We'll see you soon. If you're watching live, thanks for being with us. We'll see you on the next one. If you're watching this in the archives later, stay right here. Another episode of the Jim Masters Show comes up on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. All right, gang. We'll see you soon, okay? No goodbyes. Just see you later. And cheers.